Welcome to Beyond the Book. In this episode, we'll talk about success strategies and how when they are designed by triumphant people, they often lead to amazing accomplishments. I'm your host, Ryan Ruff, guiding you through the essential elements that routinely show up in successful individuals. So let's dive into another episode to help you accomplish your objectives in a more timely and efficient manner. Well, hello there, ladies and gents. Great to see you again. Welcome back to Beyond the Book. I'm Ryan Ruff, your host and moderator. And as always, I'm going to be joined by one of the world's leading entrepreneurs and professionals, and of course, an author, to dive beyond the pages of their book to learn some of the personal and professional experiences that have allowed them to see success in both life and business. And boy, do we have a great book to jump into today and a fantastic author that we're going to be, chatting with. Today's book that we're going to be exploring is a book entitled Mindset Matters: Crafting a New Narrative for Success. Now, what makes this book really unique is that it was co-authored among a team of different entrepreneurs and authors, really spearheaded, if you will, by a household name in the world of motivational speaking, and that is Jack Canfield. Jack, just a household name known for his Chicken Soup for the Soul series, of course, his Success Principles series, selling over 500 million copies. Well, Jack took it upon himself to write this book and have these different entrepreneurs and professionals co-author different chapters in the book. And today we're going to be sitting down with one of those authors. Today we've got Mr. Lance Luke, who was the author of Chapter 15 here in Mindset Matters. That chapter entitled The Aloha Spirit in Construction: How Honesty and Kindness Help the Community Grow. And I'm really excited to bring Lance on to dive into this idea of, an aloha spirit, and of course his work in the construction space. But I also want to read a little bit of a brief bio for you guys, so to really paint a picture of who we're dealing with in Lance Luke today. Lance is, he's a Hawaii building expert. He's a celebrity expert, and he's been in the construction industry for over 43 years. He is a former general contractor and worked as a construction and project manager for real estate development companies. Currently, he owns an independent construction consulting company, which is Construction Management Inspection LLC. And his experiences in design, construction inspections, construction management, reserve studies, and real estate development, he's quite sought after as a national building expert. So I'm really excited to be joined by Lance today to jump into his chapter surrounding this idea of an aloha spirit. Lance, thanks so much for joining us on Beyond the Book, and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, sure. Happy to be here.
Yeah, no, appreciate you and your time. I know it's valuable. Lance, why don't we start with the obvious? Your chapter here in Mindset Matters. Why don't you give us a brief synopsis on kind of the key themes or the key message you want to get across in the chapter?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So my key intention was to convey the message of how I do business, which is probably the minority of business owners. I'm not sure, but the key concepts that I always try to practice from my early days of starting business is to be kind and understanding with people that I deal with, and be honest with them. The other thing is that you want to listen first rather than starting a sales pitch with them from day one and sound like a used car salesman or something like that. So the tendency is to listen first, and with the mindset of I'm going to be the problem solver. I want to listen to what their issues are, what their problems are, and figure out how to solve them, all maintaining the aloha spirit. And what the aloha spirit is basically being happy and the idea of helping people first rather than helping yourself first. So in other words, when it comes to business, to think about the people first rather than the money first. And that's been my whole idea all these years, and it's been a proven method for me, and that's why I kind of wanted to tell the story about it.
Yeah, no, I love that message. I think, injecting kind of honesty and kindness into a community and a company can go a long way for so many people in so many ways. Lance, I want to double click one step further. Like I mentioned, you're a busy guy. I mean, you're running Construction Management Inspection LLC, but yet you decided to add one more thing to that to-do list of yours, and that was to write this chapter and to co-author this book. So why did you feel called, for lack of a better word, to put your thoughts down onto the page and to share this message of kindness and honesty, the aloha spirit, if you will, with people in the first place.
Yeah, the idea that I wanted to share was it's in business, if you're going to be successful, it's people first and profit second. So that's always been my mindset. The other thing was that this is my third bestseller book. The first one I wrote with Brian Tracy, and the second book I wrote with Larry King. And so it wasn't like something new. I had already experience with writing previous books and um, having uh, the PR that goes with it and all that. So it wasn't something that I just decided to do all of a sudden. It was a continuation of my book writing, basically, and with along with known celebrities, in the business industry.
Lance, I appreciate you kind of giving us that peek behind the curtain, and it's always great to hear stories of that where somebody really wants to make a real difference, by sharing some of messages that are really heartfelt, like yours is, and kind of shifting mindset to incorporate that honesty and that kindness. It's really inspiring stuff, and I love it. Let's zoom out from the book for just a moment, and we'll get back to it. But talk to me about what your day-to-day looks like. How it is that you're serving your clients, working directly with them. Walk me through a day in the life of Lance Luke.
Oh, that's interesting. I wake up early, contact people on the mainland. As you know, I'm located in Hawaii, so if I have to talk to agents or clients in New York, I have to get up at 3, 4 a.m. because otherwise at 8 a.m. Or 6 a.m. even, I call them and they're out to lunch. And then, when I have available time, I call again and they're gone for the day. So I have to start early. But I learned that because it's sort of like if I'm going to buy stocks and need to talk to my stockbroker, I got to do it early on just because of the time difference. So,
Sure.
I go through my email, take all those, get all those things out of the way, and then, leave my home office and go on the road. When I'm on the road, because of the construction job that I have, I'm not working behind a computer or in an office 8 hours a day. I'm in the field, so I'm going to different job sites, doing different inspections from uh, a trench in the ground to a high-rise building. We're doing painting, concrete repair, and so forth. And then the other part is going to meetings with clients and coming up with proposals and things like that. My job, I'm an outdoor guy, so I rather be outdoors and rather than stuck behind a computer indoors the whole time. So as you probably know, when the pandemic hit, I was kind of taken aback. It's like, now what do I do? I can't go out. But I ended up getting letters authorizing me as a required worker so that I could go out all around. So I was one of the few people that was essential worker that was still flying around to different islands and driving around. I wasn't locked up at home. So I kind of learned that I don't want to be in that situation again where the majority of the people can't come out of their house or office and they're stuck. So
Sure.
it suited me. So basically that's in a day. So every day is different because every day I get different calls. So we could have like heavy rain, thunderstorm, or a mini hurricane, and then right away my phone's ringing off the hook to do inspections because the roof leaks or the house
Sure.
got flooded or something like that. So that's the kind of thing. And then when I do have extra time, then I continue my writing. I'm writing numerous books right now, and because I travel all over, a lot of times my meeting place is the nearest Starbucks or whatever restaurant the client wants to go to. So, that's an experience in itself. So many of these Starbucks offices, they know me already. I come in with my laptop, have a meeting, and they
That's great.
basically know what I'm going to order. They do, oh, you're going to have the same thing? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of fun that way. And some of the clients don't want to meet at their office, and they don't want to meet at my office. They, oh, well, it's easier for me to meet, at this location. Okay, just
Mhm.
tell me where you want, send me the address, and then I'll meet you there. So to me, it's fun. I'm still
Yeah,
having fun. I'm not retiring yet. I only retire when I stop having fun, but
there you
I
go.
don't think that's going to be ever.
I love it. I love it. Well, thanks for giving us that peek behind the curtain. No, it's great to hear that you love what you do. Lance, let's get back to the book now for just a moment. We're sitting down and having this conversation a few short weeks after Mindset Matters, quite literally and figuratively flew off the shelves of Amazon.com. It was a best-selling book. You're a best-selling author. What's the feedback been like from friends, family, colleagues to see you inked into history with all these awesome entrepreneurs in this book? And of course, Jack Canfield, who kind of spearheaded the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I just came back several days ago from Hollywood, actually, and I got to meet with Jack Canfield, talk story with him, got to network with a lot of other like-minded business owners who are also celebrity experts who did write uh, chapters in best-selling books and participated in a movie or participated in some kind of media interview or something like that. And it was fun for me. Somebody from Hawaii going to Hollywood, bright lights, going on stage, getting my name called, getting my trophy, and then going off and doing the red carpet interview and paparazzi and all that. So it was all exciting and good fun. And then I get back to Hawaii and I go, oh, okay, back to the normal world of life now. So the feedback that I got when I was in Hollywood, it was interesting because people, I didn't realize that they actually read the story and they said, "Wow, you have an interesting story." I said, "Well, I had an advantage because I'm from Hawaii. So when I put Hawaii, that's already kind of people are interested, in the name and oh yeah, well, you're from Hawaii, this and that, and um, to actually take the concept of the Aloha spirit that I learned early on when I was a kid growing up, and to apply that in the business world today, I thought it was a unique story. At first, I said, "Oh, I don't want to really tell, open up to people. It's really personal and all that." But I had a lot of encouragement. They said, "Well, you gotta if people want to do what you do or want to achieve some of the business acumen, you got to share the story with them. Otherwise, they're not going to know how you do it. And everybody does it a different way. Not everybody is going to follow my path, but if they take certain ideas from it and it works for them, that's good. I'll be happy."
Well, no, that's great to hear, and yeah, that obviously exciting to win a quill, to receive a Quilly Award, and spend the time that you did out in Hollywood. Glad to hear the feedback's been positive, of course, since then. As we're kind of bringing our conversation to a head, Lance, anything on the horizon for you? Anything that you're excited about that you want to leave our audience with today?
Yeah, I'm busier than what people think because in addition to book writings, and I have other books that I'm writing now. I actually have two webinar series. One is Ask Building Expert, and I talk about building, construction, condominium, things like that. And then I have another one, Ask Marketing Experts, where I talk about branding, social media marketing, things like that. In addition, I have another company called Expert Media Matters that I have a partner, Martin Pea, and what we do is offer small businesses ideas, business consulting, and basically digital marketing, which is social media, websites, blogs, and we help, write all those for them. So it makes it easier because I learned early on that I can't do everything myself. I just don't have time. And then I have another venture called the Best Hawaii Business Directory, which is the biggest online directory in Hawaii. And so I'm kind of launching that. I have
Very neat.
another company called VA1 Elite, services, which is virtual assistant services. So I started that because I hired virtual assistants on my own, and then people were going, well, can you help me? And so I said, okay, I'll make a company with that. I have a book publishing company, and then I have a university that I just started. That university is basically offering online courses, or will be offering online courses on several topics such as construction management, expert witness, how to become a virtual assistant, things like that. So
Very neat.
I got too much on my plate, basically.
There's a lot on the horizon.
Yeah, but I learned I'm a good delegator. I don't take it on myself. I mean, I remember when I first started, it took me an hour to write one social media post, the text and finding the image and all that. And now with my assistants and the use of AI, we're cranking out so much stuff. That's why we're able to help other people. But I use all these companies to help my own company first, and then offer the same services to other small business owners. I mean, it doesn't matter whether they have a budget of $500 or $1,000 a month, or if they say, I only have $50 I can spend. Okay, well, we'll figure out how we can help you. So that's been my idea, to not only, advance myself, my career, but also to help other people, still doing that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should slow down. But, when I think about that, then I get the call, hey, I'm stuck here. I don't even know how to post stuff on social media. I need your help. I said, okay, we'll be able to help you. So I almost never turn down offers of help, no matter what some people go, I don't have money to pay you. I said, okay, well, we'll start off first and no charge. And then as we go through, if you're happy and you can arrange some budget, then we'll talk story.
Love it. Love it. It's good stuff, Lance. Lance, for anybody out there that was motivated by your chapter or, any of the work that you're doing in this space, what would be the best way somebody could look you up and find you online and open up a dialogue if need be?
Oh, sure. They can call 808-422-2132. That's office number. A lot of times I'm on the road, so you call the number, it goes to my mobile phone. And then my website is hawaiibuildingexpert.com. And if you don't remember, just go on Google or whatever you use and type in my name, Lance Luke, building expert or author or whatever, and you'll find me. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I try to hide, but I can't.
That's great. Well, hey, Lance, thank you again. I appreciate your time today, and we wish you the best in your continued success moving forward.
Right. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Of course. And folks, we want to take a final moment, as we always do on this show, and thank you for stopping by and making us a part of your day. If you enjoyed today's discussion with Lance, you learned a thing or two, I know I did, make sure you hit that subscribe button on whichever platform you checked us out on so that you don't miss out on other great conversations where we welcome on some of the world's leading entrepreneurs and professionals and dive into the pages beyond their book. Before Lance, I'm Ryan. We're going to say so long now, but we appreciate you stopping by and being with us on Beyond the Book.